Hey guys, welcome to another Warframe video, and today I want to check out our newest melee weapon, the Gunsen Warfans. Now this weapon seems to have been rushed out a little bit, and I think it's because they finished the stunts first and then had to rush this weapon so they have something to ship with it, otherwise it wouldn't have a weapon to go with. And as a result, the weapon is quite buggy at times, though that's most likely going to be fixed as soon as the chaps at DE return from their break. But if you decide to pick the weapon up before that, expect it to randomly lose its weapon trail. Sometimes it will change its model and it will look like you're using two small throwing knives instead. Every now and then when you use a quick attack, it will eat either your primary or secondary weapon, and you won't be able to use that weapon until you either quick attack again or you switch back and forth between weapons. It also, for whatever reason, has a listed magazine size of 6, and this doesn't really seem to mean anything. And I don't know if this is a feature or a bug, the slide attack seems to propel you forward a little bit. It feels like you're coptering, not like, old school Thibodeau levels of coptering, but it really does seem to fling you forward a little bit. And that's pretty much everything I ran into. This is what you can expect if you pick the weapon up early, though if you pick it up later down the line, everything should be fixed. Now, if you do indeed want to pick the weapon up early, you simply get the blueprint from the Tenno lab in your dojo. The blueprint itself will cost you 15,000 credits, and to build the weapon you will have to put an additional 20,000 credits, 200 oxium, 3 tellurium, 1,150 plastids, and 19,750 nanospores. The Gunsen require you to be at least mastery rank 10 to use them, and they do 50 damage with each hit. 40 is slash, 6 is puncture, and 4 is impact. They have attack speed of 1.17, which is decently fast, crit chance of 16%, crit multiplier of 200%, not 380%, that's after you had organ shatter, and this is another thing that's displayed incorrectly and probably the worst one because it's gonna lead people to believe that the weapon has a massive crit multiplier when in fact it actually doesn't, and it has a very nice 28% status chance. Now, I've tried a couple of different builds on the Gunsen, and this one seems to perform the best. It is a one Forma build where I've added a V, and it's a hybrid condition overload build. The stance I'm using is Slicing Feathers, but it's the only stance, so there is not much of a choice there. And then it's kind of a standard setup, so I'm running Prime Pressure Point for damage, I'm also using Berserker for loads of attack speed, and Drifting Contact for some status chance and increased combo duration. Then I have Condition Overload, which is going to increase my damage for every status effect that I have on the enemy, Blood Rush for some juicy crits as I build up my combo counter, and Organ Shatter for some crit multi. And to top it off, I'm using Vicious Frost and Virulent Skirts for some additional status chance and viral damage. And I chose viral because the weapon is primarily slash based, so it leaves behind a ton of slash procs, and viral procs basically make them do double damage because the enemy only has half the health for 8 seconds when you proc viral. And while it's not the perfect setup versus every single enemy, it's not gonna be as good versus heavy gunners and the infested as a corrosive and heat setup would be. It is the best performing one overall. It will easily take care of sorcery level enemies for you without you having to swap elemental combos around. So overall the weapon is pretty good, and I would very much recommend you check it out, though it is kind of annoying how buggy it is at the moment, especially the quick attack eating your weapons. Though as I've said already, this is most likely going to be fixed with the first patch they will release as soon as they return from their break. I would probably wait until they return and fix everything, because while the weapon is good, it is just held back by how annoying some of the bugs are. So I'm going to pencil in a yes for now, but I am going to check the weapon out again once everything is fixed. If it gets fixed, that is, because enemies have been spawning in walls for months now, and my helmet charger still can't walk through doors. So for now, I'm just gonna pencil in a yes, and if you do indeed want to pick the weapon up early, just bear in mind that it is kinda buggy. Also, I'm hoping that the coptering thing isn't a bug and that it will stay, because it would be kinda nice to have at least one weapon type that can still copter. And that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching, as always, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.